Here we go. Another episode.
Creative people, TheSignR, Freddy and Shetty as usual, and our Sunday podcast. We have a friend and a special guest today, designer Eduardo Alessi, very well known in Shenzhen. You might have heard also the world famous brand Alessi. Well, that's not him, but he does as cool design as them. Welcome to our show, Edo. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you guys for having me.
That's our pleasure.
Thanks for being here. Let me pop.
Start it off properly.
Yes, we are having not yet a beard sponsor, but we are working on it.
That's good.
That's part of the show. Thanks for being here. You're an industrial designer from Italy. You've been here in Shenzhen a couple of years already. I let you introduce yourself to the audience.
Okay, my name is Eduardo, as Freddy mentioned, right? And like I moved to Shenzhen 4 years ago, and before I have my design studio in Florence. Then like 4 years ago, I lost my mind and decided to move here, and then it's been great.
Why here, Shenzhen? Was there a specific connection?
Well, honestly, in these 10 years, I always traveling up and down to China.
All right.
And I kind of have a bite of different living in Shanghai, Beijing, Hangzhou, other big city. You know, when I pass here, I find something more
vibrant.
Vibrant, and also I like how the atmosphere. I don't know, is everything. I don't know, maybe because on the sea. I don't know, I feel like more on my dimension city.
But the weather definitely, but also as a designer, all the production and possibilities around here.
Right. Maybe also the area where I live, Sheiko, is kind of kind of bubble. Remind me you can create your own bubble. It's kind of small town in a huge city. So
Sheiko is always a bit far off for us, especially Futian boys here going to Sheiko and vice versa. It's always
I hate going to Sheiko.
Going to another city, daily trip. Well, Shetty all the way from Bushi, but anyway,
it's even worse.
Even further.
Yeah, that's a problem about there, because when you live there, you kind of get locked up there. Sometimes when I go Futian, I bring my passport because I feel like, oh my God, this is another.
You never know.
City.
I mean, there's some people that live in Sheiko that
they
never leave.
They
just,
it's like
they don't go to different parts of Nanshan. They just stay in that little isolated area.
I call Telawai Zoo. It's just see also with the boat in the middle. You go around, see all this Lawai doing stuff, and then.
Did you actually go by the zoo? Did you go visit the zoo? We were talking the other day, man.
You know what was the first attraction? I just moved to Shenzhen. That time I was in a city. I have no idea what to do. I saw there was window of the world near, but it looks, I don't know if I say, but too fucking lame. And then see small, because we never in Italy something like that, and I have a kind of big trauma.
The miniature Italy.
The miniature Italy is not to Italy when we are the kids, our parents. We need to force to go there, and it was horrible. So this remind me about this old trauma. So no, I don't want to go into the world. So let's check, and then it announced the zoo. But it's pretty cool, the zoo.
They told me Shetty
it's pretty
went
cool.
with his skis.
It's
we were talking about skis about it.
Did you take the lion safari?
Oh shit, the cage. I think that thing is safe. I mean, I get inside, let's feed the tiger or whatever. It's gonna be super there is some hole. I think if you put your hand, they're gonna rip out in a second.
In a second.
Yeah, and you feel when they bite the meat, you feel really the bones crunch, crush. Yeah, it's pretty scary.
They are in front of your fucking face, right?
It's no, there is one guy with just this small truck and then a cage. And they're all,
you are in the cage.
Yeah, all people inside. But the cage is not feel there is.
It doesn't feel secure.
Yeah, bars and then some glass and it. It's just
any minute,
empty.
a screw can come off.
Yeah,
and there goes a bar.
Yeah, so it's no. Yes. Yeah, it was
it's
kind of
some
cool
vehicle 50 years old. You know?
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
It's not very modern. I mean, the design-wise, there's no any fancy architecture or stuff. It's just like cages, parks.
No, yeah, right. But also like what I see, because I don't like a lot of zoos all around Europe, but there the environment, I didn't see a lot of animal bad treatment, you know. Okay. Yeah, this seems also the cage are big, you know, seems like decent, yeah.
The only part that I feel like doesn't have a big cage are like the monkeys. The monkeys are kind of like in each individual kind of. Into it's like a big cage, but it's not like a big open space, except for there's one monkey island where those guys get to have a lot of space. But like at the end of like if you do like the circle, there's like one part where they have like different species of monkeys. Right. And those are kind of like in these small little like.
But can you get inside with the monkeys?
No, they're like these like huge like oversized like bird cages, you know, where you have these monkeys inside. But there's this one particular breed actually. They have like a full island and several trees where they can swing around and have fun. But overall, yeah, I felt like the size of the encagement for the animals was pretty big. Yeah, like the giraffes and the elephants.
But where is it exactly?
I think it's near Chile or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
Okay. You should go.
I go. Check it out. We should make a vlog about it.
Definitely. Go to film the tiger thing. Yeah. So.
Oh, I saw some photos from skis last time, and it's literally they're coming to your face, man, inside the cage.
Yeah, they're really that close. Yeah.
Well, I don't know why we ended up talking about the zoo. Sorry, it just came to mind because you mentioned the zoo. Czech is a bit like a zoo for likewise. There's a lot of foreigners. You always lived in Czech since you came to Shenzhen?
Yeah, before I was in OCT, as I mentioned, then we moved there just for coincidence. Yeah.
You also have your studio there?
Yeah, we have a studio there. Yeah, like near the boat. Yeah, more around near the boat.
So what kind of products are you designing?
Well, mostly like we deal with electronic products, like mobile accessories and things. And then the last few years, we focus on sustainable design.
Yeah, that's a very cool
green branding material. Yeah, we are pretty obsessed with that. Like
recycling.
Find like crazy like leather from banana or like from pineapple. Like this all around. Yeah. This we try to move in this direction and specialize in this kind of area.
So what would you do with like leather from pineapple? Like you make a bag out of it? Or
like kind of
case or
right. Mostly like we search this sustainable material like all around the world, like going fair, search online, like this. Because now like mostly we go for recycle. Okay, recycle. You can find a lot, like many people use recyclable material, but you never know what they put inside. So everybody say they claim a sustainable material by recycling, maybe they put like dead people. I don't know, just exaggerating, but so you need
Who knows?
It's like, so you need like certification to see the real, so. And but company all around the world they say that recycle, but you need to have proof what you recycle like this. But we are more focused like on bioplastic, like plastic or like vegan leather, like textile made. We actually organic material like from plants, plant-based material. Actually is also a big trend, especially like vegan leather. There's also another.
So first you said you're doing like kind of electronic products.
Yeah, right.
Now past few years you moved to like sustainable materials, but what are you doing? Like what kind of products are you making with these materials?
Yeah, we try to combine the two things together. Since I specialize in mobile accessories, mostly do like this. We find like because also our is a weird design. It's more like a design studio and manufacturing agency, because we think how we position here, like Shenzhen is the design city. There are so many amazing Western or Chinese design studios. So for us, doesn't make sense to do another design studio. So the idea is like focus on make amazing design with sustainable material, and then also find the manufacturer. So we are like design agency and manufacturing.
So directly producing for the market from your own side.
Right. So most of the time, like if the client commissions some job, like okay, let's say like a phone case. Right, we make a phone case, we find the vegan leather, we wrap it, we find the right factory that can make with the right price, and then we make the final products.
But would you? I mean, are you also in the involved in the actually process of processing the material, or would you just source it always as an end product?
We just outsource. We are like orchestra maestro and take all the.
No, because I'm thinking that now, especially in this last year, you might have noticed how Shenzhen pushed a lot in the direction of recycling and like garbage control separation and so on. So it could be interesting to actually, from the design and manufacturing point of view, to grasp this kind of management into processing your own other, raw plastic or whatever it could be.
Yeah,
we were talking the other day with one of our guests about this, how it actually it's managed for now on the compounds and residencies where we are used to live in a very different manner. Until 6 months ago, we could throw our garbage in every floor. Now there is a general one probably down in the square or whatever, right? Yeah. But in areas like urban villages, for example, right, where this is probably not managed or controlled in the same way, probably managing this recyclable garbage collection for the community could turn into, I don't want to call it maker spaces, but I mean, it could be a way to trigger an extra layer of reusing, upcycling rather than recycling. Right? I mean, I know many of the things that you
what you mentioned is very interesting. And also like there are also many companies in Shenzhen and Dongguan. They make like technology like 3D knitting. 3D knitting is like a 3D printer, but instead they use plastic, they use textile, right? Mostly it's like the shoes, like the Adidas Easy that made like mostly like 3D knitting, this kind of textile. They take like tons of recycled PET bottles and then they cut it. They make small like
fibers,
yarn and fiber to make actually, and they are pretty amazing. The quality is really high, and sciences come from plastic. They can pass all the tests, like they are like waterproof. They are really, because sometimes when we make one thing, so we think about, okay, let's take the stuff, extract, and we make the thing together. Now actually it's more like looks like what we have and all the waste we have, try to make the products. Instead try to, make something new, extract something new, because we have plenty of garbage. So actually,
exactly. That's
garbage now is a material to make things. They're more valuable because we finish them. So but Shenzhen is really they're pushing a lot. Also the research about this material.
I don't know exactly how they, let's say, deal with it and process it after collection. I mean, I'm just not aware. In every country they have different, let's say, rules and stuff. Here for me, it's a bit weird to see that they don't collect paper. Which, for example, in Italy there is one dedicated only to paper, right? Which is actually pretty easy to recycle. You can DIY almost the paper recycling, and then the plastic is together with cans. And then probably because, I don't know, they might have magnets that sucks off the cans from the plastic or whatever. It really depends by the process. But I don't know really what they do with it. I was very surprised that, especially here in the area, but I started seeing it around on the trash cans in the street. In the middle, there is recycling batteries and phones. As if you're like throwing away your phone nowadays. It's like, really?
It's a phone city, Shenzhen. So people, see people go around with 2-3 phones. Actually, these about all things is the biggest problem. Maybe I get too boring speaking about this, but like e-waste, like electronic waste. Actually, okay, people talk about, but not enough. Now, like we get brainwashed about the ocean and the turtle that gets struggled in a plastic bag that is bad and we should solve it. But also like the electronic waste we are dealing with is crazy.
It's unbelievable.
The
human waste.
It's like because like the stuff that like if you open a phone, like the shit you find inside, like there are like 200 different chemical stuff, and then
even precious materials. I've seen some documentaries. There's like gold.
You can reuse a lot of the thing, and also like the problem if I throw away like this bottle, take this bottle, I put it in a machine, they cut it. They recycle or they burn it, right? Also, like how to, deal with this to be recycled is like the machine is very easy. But like when you have a phone, it's not that you can throw in a magic machine. And usually because the process is very hard to disassemble like a product. And mostly like this kind of operation they are making the third world country because the labor is cheaper. And mostly like there are three ways. There is like they open the phone. There are three machines. One is water. One is with laser scanning that you just pass the phone under this laser, and then this laser can detect the different components can detect. And another way is like use like some other like photo sensor like this. But the problem like since like many phones they are like very like glued together, or maybe they use glass that cannot be read by machine. So it's very hard to be inspected this stuff. And also like to sense in this country when they do this stuff, like people they don't have a lot of knowledge. So it's very hard also train the people to like disassemble this item. Yeah. So we create also a project related on that. We try to create some speaker or power bank with the components inside that is bright on the top, like the components in different language. So when people gonna open, when I know what's inside. Then also the QR code with the database that can tell you the lifeline of the product.
Of that piece.
So how long gonna be used? So when people detach it, they already have like kind of like a label about the history of the component, so we can detach it, can we resell and reuse it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think because we are really full of chemical and stuff.
But I guess that is also a bit of a cultural problem. Like we want to have the new phone after 6 months.
Right. Yeah. It's like fashion.
The packaging must be nice because of marketing, and then packaging is something that you would throw away most of cases.
Well, also it's designed that way too. Like, I wish like you could have like an iPhone, right, where all you can do is like slip out the screen and then you put a new screen in, and you have like the new megapixel, whatever it's called, or the, okay, this part pulls out the battery, okay, now got my new battery in there, or.
But even thinking about like packaging, I mean I've seen things like that. I try to do it even myself. Like the packaging is part of the product. Something that you fold up or whatever.
Sometimes in some product the packaging is more expensive than the product itself. To sell it higher is like
But then everything needs a packaging, and then not only is the waste of products and resources, but for all the packaging itself is like. E-waste is not only the electronics, it's the polystyrol, right?
Yeah,
and
sure.
All at the Biennale, we had one of the installation with all the worms eating up the polystyrol, and they're processing, they're eating it, and they're metabolizing it, and it turns into powder.
Oh,
so after, and you can use that powder for something, or is it like?
I think it can be recycled now. I don't remember but it's like the density. Imagine I had to buy over 10,000 worms. They stayed in my office for 2 days.
So they're just like small, little, tiny worms, or are they like big earthworms?
They are earthworms. Yeah, they're like kind of larvae, like this, and they process. They eat up the polystyrol.
That's the paper, crawl, the plastic, or what is that? The styrofoam.
The white foam, the styrofoam. Yeah. They eat it. They crawl inside. They make holes and stuff. They eat it, process it, and they basically survive on that. We were spraying some water every now and then, and 3 months they've been there.
Are these like the special worms, like genetically modified worms that can like?
No. They're
eat styrofoam, or is it
they are just like
common dirt worms?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Actually, they use them in some let's say big garbage management and stuff.
Well, like my parents use it for their compost at home, but that's like organic material, It's like it turns into soil, but this turns into just like a white powder. It's like a dry white powder. It looks
like sand. It looks like sand. Then honestly now I don't remember what you could do with that, but I think that is processed and metabolized. So basically it's like a different kind of compost probably at the end of the process. It's not toxic anymore. But crazy. I mean, out of 1 cubic meter of styrofoam, there was maybe almost nothing left after 3 months. Wow. So, yeah.
That's a long time, though. I mean, if you think about how much styrofoam is used, and then you need like 3 months for. You'd have to have like a huge buildings of like earthworm farms, you know.
1 million worms and 100,000 cubic meters of thing. It will.
But that's actually like it could be like something that can be done like locally in your house. Like if someone can make like a product that where you have like your styrofoam jar. So when you get like pieces of styrofoam from your pack, you know, your boxes, you can put that in there. You have like your plastic jar and I don't know, something that happens that can help break down the plastic. You know? And you have all these little like components. So, you know, it's kind of like your waste unit, but also like you can easy composting. So like you put all your organics in there and then seal it up.
Right.
A few months later, you have like soil. You know,
that's really cool. Yeah, you have your bags, you know, and then you can give to companies to make a new material because actually, what people like many companies they are doing, they are like use recycled. They do product with recycled plastic. You know, the difference about also recycled fabric is like. It's belong to the past. It's something that is already finished to use, cut and make another thing. But also that thing need to be recycled again in the future.
Right.
I mean, the thing like the thing you guys say like you know like finish like one material that is gonna be decomposed and create another material and this material can be reused. This is actually what like the circular economy is going to look for the future. Instead like because now we are trying to tap the hole. But try using like what we have and make another thing, recycle it. But they look at the past. But what I think like you need to create is like some material that are like 100% recyclable. So finish the product like a shoes, right? Like Adidas or Nike they are doing like they claim for 2030 you're gonna have like 100% recyclable shoes. It means they make your shoes. After you finish, you give to them. They cut in small components and make another shoes with the same quantity of material. Right. This is actually the perfection. This is like
100% of the material.
So you're gonna use it. No, you don't need to like do recyclable and then you need to recycle again and then you lose the properties like this. This is actually this kind of material, and also like as it's just the idea to have something at home that actually the civilian they can make the material would be amazing. Then you sell your bags. I mean, you give the bags to the factory and then
even if it was like modular, like you can like say like I want to grow more soil, so I could like put in more soil making units, or I buy a lot of stuff on Taobao, so I need extra worm compartments. You can just like choose how you want to build your recycling home recycling center, or like paper, like there's some way like you could like take cardboard and paper material, put it together, and then all of a sudden you can make recyclable paper that you can use at home for whatever you want.
No, I remember maybe it was already 2 years ago. There was a girl in Hong Kong in Shenzhen was doing like a startup. I think they were also on what's called Kickstarter, where there was this kind of not really composting unit for the kitchen, but you would use your compost to feed some insects and animals that actually you could use for cooking. Because it's actually quite proved that it's very good for richer protein and vitamins, some insects that you can cultivate at home to process. I tried ice cream with insects in Hong Kong.
It was good?
Yeah, I mean, of course it's a bit weird to see these pieces of
so they actually saw like full like body parts, like little
they're like chopped up, but you can tell.
Oh, so
but tastes like what? It tastes like
chocolate.
Yeah, of course it is mixed with the flavors.
Okay. So you don't really have like I don't even know what fucking insects taste like, but you don't have like it
doesn't taste like insect, no,
tastes
because
like
I wouldn't say. I mean, it's like when I was in Thailand, I tried fried animals. They taste like fried.
Right.
Yeah,
fried scorpion or fried cockroach tastes like fried something,
Yeah,
that's nasty.
You never tried?
No, but like there is a big moment about this in the future. Like you know, the humanity when they have like, you know, like food crisis.
We're all gonna be eating cockroaches
eating bugs,
and
you know?
spiders.
Imagine like we Italian, we make like spaghetti bolognese with big bugs. It's so tasty.
Would you eat bugs?
If I had to.
No, but in terms of because you are vegetarian, vegan, you don't want to eat
Because I
bugs.
think it's just mindset. I mean, we eat bugs from the sea, like oyster. I mean, like but they're chef, but you know, like the shrimps.
I mean, if I ate meat, I would try it. I would
Yeah.
definitely like try it, but not like something I would want to put on my diet.
Yeah.
But
Because
I'd
we
definitely,
think
I'd definitely eat it. If I had
because we
to
think
survive.
that like they stay in the dirty, so we don't wanna eat stuff in the dirt, you know.
Well, same with like
mean,
dogs. Like,
yeah.
I think people get ridiculous how they don't want to eat dogs, but they can eat like a lamb
Hot dog.
Right.
or a
Yeah,
pig.
dogs,
you
yeah.
know?
I mean,
It's
we
like,
eat rabbits.
you
No,
eat rabbits,
in
you know?
in Italy, like I see
Yeah,
like to some
it's-
UK
it's
friends say,
also, like-
"Fuck, are you crazy?
even
Are you
a
insane?"
horse.
Yeah.
But in fact,
Yeah.
speaking about weird food, you've been in China for a while. You like Chinese food? You ever tried anything?
I
weird?
fucking love it. I try something that is not weird, but okay, I feel shame to say here, but I'm gonna say no. That's no. But okay, for like maybe normal people, it's not like. But I ate durian pizza, and
Okay, but I like it.
fuck me too. But you know. That's the thing. I feel like shame. It's just like for me, just really be coming out because I said to my Italian friend, they get shame. Like there are some people that don't even talk to me no more. It's like,
I know. Now we suddenly our Italian audience is dropping.
yeah, like
subscribing.
I'm subscribing.
Yes,
from
you
the
wear
channel.
them over from the group. Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, I mean, I love even pineapple on the pizza. I think it's a nice combo.
But pineapple is like sweet. Like they think about like durian because durian is like cheese. You know.
Durian's sweet too.
Yeah, but more like it feel like
But
cheesy,
no,
cheesy
you,
feeling.
cheesecake.
You cannot
Yeah.
you cannot make fun of pineapple pizza or find something wrong with pineapple on pizza, and be okay with like durian on pizza. They're kind of like in the same same
it's different. It's
ballpark.
like pineapple is more like sweet. It's just like from my point of view, I'm very open. I'm not the kind of like Nazi Italian that they say, "Are you sure?" You know, there are people get pissed because they put panna in some carbonara and say whatever. If the guy like with panna, just leave it as fucking panna. I mean, nobody die with that. But you know, like because like it's sweet. For me, it's like put candies on the pizza about pineapple because it's too sweet. Durian is a different sweet.
But
like
also
cheesy.
because the durian pizza is not with tomato, not with mozzarella. It's just durian
Just
on
durian,
top,
yeah.
right? So it's like a
Cheese.
kind of. It could be a roll of durian.
We're
It's
gonna
just
cut
with the
this
bread.
part, right?
No,
We're gonna cut it, but otherwise.
I'm just gonna put this part on loop. I like durian.
I like it.
I like durian.
Like a meme, you know?
Durian.
It's gonna be a,
Durian.
it's gonna be a meme.
Durian.
Yeah.
Durian. No, but I love durian. But, it's the first time that actually I tried the raw fruit in China. I loved durian before, like things flavored with durian, but I tried the raw
The fruit's
fruit.
the best, man.
Yeah.
It's like eating cheesecake, man. I love
Yeah,
it.
and it's so intense, the flavor.
You have to get it when it's like super soft, you know? Because if it's like a little bit like or ripe, it's terrible. But once you get it's like super soft, you can just like rub it like your finger on it and lick it, man. So good.
There are some places. I think it was in KL. There is even one in Singapore. You go there, everything is made of durian. It's crazy. But the thing is, of course, I can understand that the smell of the fruit when it's still in its shell, it's a bit like annoying, but it's totally different from the taste. I mean, people might be psychologically scared of.
But even now, but before, like I agree. Like when I smelt it, it's like, oh, this shit smells like terrible. But like after I eat it, and now when I smell it, I associate eating it with the smelling it. And now it's
By the way, in Italy we have this cheese with live worms. I mean, how
it's so
can
fucking
it be
expensive.
more
People
disgusting?
they get crazy about it,
durian?
you know, like years stay in the fucking hole for years, and people eat it and they pay like crazy.
and they
shit
eat the cheese while the
with the live worms.
while they're still moving around.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And they say the taste is so intense. Of course, you put it in a hole for like years with a live worm. It must be stinking like. But it's a super gourmet thing. But it's crazy like this thing, like, you know, like.
And that one I would be more scared of trying than
It is
Bug ice cream?
curious.
like the ice cream with insects or the durian or whatever is like live things. I don't like to eat live things. I mean,
yeah, me and Skiz made a video one time. We went over to Dongmen, like the food court. They have a few shops that sell like the insects. They're like fried in oil, so you can get like tarantula, crickets, like little grubs and other kind of like animals.
wow. Well, actually, did you try a snake?
Snake is good. The soup
Very
is
nice.
great. Yeah.
Very nice.
It's really great. Yeah. The snake soup is really great. Yeah.
Turtle? Try
Turtle, I tried. Yeah,
Good?
It's good. It's
Turtle's supposed to be good for your face.
Yeah.
Clears up your pimples.
Well, I don't know. Didn't know. If you eat it, yeah. No,
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Anyway, here I mean, they eat a lot of things. I'm open to try everything.
Yeah,
Sometimes they
me
make
too.
fun of me that I try more things than the Chinese people.
Yeah.
itself, you know?
Also, me, I like
problem.
to shock them because see, this like white pussy, they cannot eat that. Come on, prove me.
You try stinky tofu?
Yeah, I tried.
You like it?
Yeah.
I don't mind the taste, but the smell, man. If I pass in the street, it really makes me nauseatic. I mean, I don't.
I like it.
The smell is terrible.
Yeah.
But then you know, they
if I close my, like I try, but I need to close my nose, otherwise I faint. But it was not bad, huh?
Yeah, same with me. Like before, I hated the smell, but now when I smell it, like, oh.
But then, you know, here in China, they
Tastes good.
try all these very weird things, and then all of a sudden you tell them we eat rabbit in Italy, man, they look
get
at you
crazy.
as if you have killed children, you know? Like,
Fuck, you guys eat worms and cheese, dude.
No, the worst thing we did, like, nobody says Italian, we did like in Tuscany, when we kill the pig, we take the blood and we do bigliacci. It means like we take
Right.
the blood of the pig and we put in a pan and you like pan fried like a fucking pancake. But it's a pig.
Just blood.
Pig blood, yeah.
You mix it with something else, like with flour
Yeah,
or
just
something?
maybe some the bark of the orange a little bit.
it becomes like gelatin,
Yeah,
no?
it's become more like a pancake.
Oh, yeah?
But it's fucking good.
Here I tried, they do the blood
Yeah,
jelly.
in Hong Kong, so yeah. It's not bad, I tried that.
It's
one,
not bad,
it's
yeah,
good,
it's not bad.
Yeah, my wife likes that.
That you eat or not?
I don't know, dude.
Never, I mean, I'm asking.
Because you're scared about blood, right? The blood.
No,
make
I
you-
don't eat animals.
Okay.
So like, why would
You
I
try
fuck?
turtle.
Why would I fuck with eat like?
But you have
blood?
milk.
Huh?
You have milk.
Yeah, but that's not like a dead animal. Let me rephrase it. I don't eat dead animals. I don't eat
but that's-
animals that are alive too, but like.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, only live.
How you want this alive? You know, medium.
Raw, medium rare, alive.
alive. Yeah, no. So basically, like milk is okay, right?
Okay.
Anything that comes from the fucking breast, all good. Anything
Okay.
that comes from like the body, where you're like hurting the animal, then I eat. You know, you can go into the philosophy where milking is hurting these dairy cows because they have a shit life, but whatever. I don't get any animals that are
Okay.
dead. So
Oh, that's cool. But you're like a vegan or more like
no, I
vegetarian?
eat cheese. I eat
Cheese,
milk.
okay.
I eat butter, but I just don't eat the other parts of the animal.
Okay, I ask a real question. Like, does your shit smell bad? Good?
Does my shit?
Yeah, because like, the vegan, I know they claim, you know, you should try with so like it's more healthy and everything. Like, you know, your shit, it smells so good.
I think that all shit smells terrible.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have like good smelling.
You don't feel
shit.
like you wake up,
Oh, it's like roses.
I can't wait to take a shit to have this fragrance.
But they do say that vegetarians have better tasting sperm than meat eaters. I don't know if it's true or not. I never tried.
You don't have some
but-
test, you know, some,
I don't have a do a
some
survey.
sommelier.
I have this apparently true thing that pineapple would make that taste good.
Yeah, there's a few foods that are known to like taste good, make it taste better, or taste worse. Like I think asparagus makes it taste worse apparently.
The
or something.
pea, apparently asparagus make the pea smell.
Yeah,
and
it's meant to be-
pineapple
yeah.
make the sperm taste good. That's what she said.
This podcast got weird.
Explicit.
Yeah.
Explicit. No, all right. Yeah.
That's good.
Oh no, let's try to change the topic from the weird parts. How about
That's good.
Baijiu? Now, it comes to
Oh.
my mind. There is a good friend of mine. He would be also a guest in our podcast.
Right.
He has a very nice collection of Baijiu with very weird things inside, like
like the animals like floating, right?
Like
pennies,
the penis of a deer.
The penis of deer is famous.
No, actually, deer's antlers and the penis of either pig or bull. And well, if you do business in China, you gotta cope with baijiu.
You get the penis, get the penis shot after the meal. Yeah.
You gotta go through that, but that's one of the other things. For us, it's a bit like grappa. It's not something that I would drink on my own, but if you need, again, like to show off and like be with the Chinese doing business, boom.
Yeah, I think it's something about related to virility, something like that. You know, to make it.
I hate baijiu.
Yeah.
Except for there's the one. I mean, I guess like good quality baijiu is the same as like good quality whiskey. You know, it's like the one baijiu that we had over at Sage Observatory.
That was very nice.
Super good and smooth. You know, I could drink that. But same, like I still get the same kind of like strong reaction as like a good whiskey. You know, it's not like a good whiskey is gonna make me doesn't hurt. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It all hurts, but like you drink like cheap baijiu.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's like
so fucked up,
poison. Yeah,
drinking fuel.
But I mean, the same if you drink like cheap tequila.
Yeah, but also cheap whiskey.
Or cheap whiskey or whatever.
Let's not talk about tequila, man. It's my weak spot.
Tequila makes me a different person.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. The problem is that I don't even remember after that.
Just for me, tequila, man.
Yeah, I think like the worst things I've done on alcohol is either from baijiu, tequila, or Jaeger.
Ah, fuck.
You mean mixed together?
No, not mixed. But I drank too much of one of those. And
also, me Jaeger make me a psycho, make me too excited, like.
Yeah, like I get like violent.
That's why I never drink it.
Go fight somebody.
Yeah. You're so excited. Oh, what? Chill, man. Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh, no. I actually had to even design a baijiu bottle. That was quite interesting. Of course, we got a lot of baijiu that I think I still have because of that. But
you still have baijiu here?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, we should do a shot.
I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't want to mix the things.
Oh, it's okay. One shot's not going to kill you. Is it good baijiu or is it?
Well, it's still open. So, I mean, it's still closed. So it's not that I tried it much.
Oh, it's the baijiu that you designed the bottle for?
No, that one that I have now here is not the one I designed the bottle for, but it comes from the same.
Yeah. Don't waste it. Let's
producers, whatever. Yeah. I mean, no, I just have it there because I like the bottle, but I was not planning to open it. I mean, we can open it. I don't care. No. If you want to,
I'm down for a shot.
Up to you guys. You know, it's Sunday.
I mean, this,
you know what happened yesterday?
Like took a weird turn.
Exactly.
Keep
should
going.
Put like the red.
Here, I thought you were gonna like come to our podcast and we're gonna talk about like cool design and get something like people inspirational. And we're just fucking talking about bugs and how body fluids taste and shit like that.
You two guys made some weird questions. That's all the reason why it got.
Like how about like food and sex, the relation? You think the two things are related?
No.
In what sense?
Like aphrodisiacs?
No. Sorry. Like I don't know. Like. You think like sex is connected to the taste or something like that? When you feel something, especially because there are like some people,
some flavors that make you kind of more.
Because I think it's something. Okay, beside the taste and everything, there are like some. They say that some food they can make you feel horny or something to remind you like this.
They call them the aphrodisiacs.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in that.
Yeah,
I think like personally, I never like ate like an aphrodisiac that made me feel like more horny than I already am. But I do believe that there are some foods that probably stimulate. Right. Different just like medicine. Different foods will like.
I was about to say that.
Like some foods are good for your joints and some food are good for your brain. Some foods are good for your.
You are what you eat.
Sex drive. So.
How about? aphrodisiac design and shapes. Did you get to work on any sex toys and stuff?
No, but I fucking love to do it. I didn't get connection because like when I get in new field, I want to be prepared. I don't want to be like a guy. Yeah, I can do that. And then I need to really, but you know, I spent some time studying it because I think it's like
studying it.
yeah. I really like the mechanic. You know, that things actually there are like medical tools. People think that they are, you know, very easy. You know, not because also they have many patents on that.
Okay.
Different companies, so it's very hard to touch like this. I mean, it's huge business. But about that, I think this is for design is one area huge to explore.
We should do. We have a.
Did you see the teaser for the new vlog we're gonna release soon?
I don't think I showed him. Or did I show you?
Oh, yes, I showed you. The doll factory.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing, the place.
They do the sex toys too, and we have. I already told her I also have some ideas.
I saw the video, some screen. Yeah, and it's so, the place is like, I don't know, it's really magic. It's
magic.
No,
only one describes this fucking
really
place
magic.
as magic.
It's kind of like depressed, sad, like kind
chains
of like
hanging down and
there's chains with that. It's kind of creepy, but also there is like a kind of like, you know, like solitude, the sadness. They make everything so poetic and magic. You saw like there is one scene when there is like the two dolls. And they almost touch their hand, the two that doll. I say, oh my God.
You talking about in the video that we did?
The video, yeah. It's kind of like creepy in the way, but also makes you feel like a big sense of loneliness. You think about the guy that maybe buy this thing for home, and then they have a kind of, you know, like, he got to like have some affection for this. And it's a fucking object.
But she was saying, right?
Yeah, she was telling us like a lot of people who have like some like mental issues or like social anxiety that, you know, don't know how to like interact with people, you know, or like when they get these dolls, they kind of like are able to open themselves up more, not just to like the doll, but also to the other people in their life. You know, they become more relaxed.
They can more, like be more used to like talk.
It helps them.
A tutorial for like
like a real human. You know, it helps them be.
Yeah, but because I mean we laugh about it's bad, but you know there are many people that have this issue. So better give some to them to help than, you know.
If it brings them. It brings them happiness.
Yeah, and also maybe they're gonna explode in another like good social behavior. That this is very.
Well, that can be a very interesting project. I also had like some ideas. Maybe we can talk to Kathy and do something, because at the end, let's say the hardware part, the technology behind it is kind of always the same. But I think that what they don't explore from the manufacturing point of view that we as creative people and designers can do is like how this can fit within, let's say, your life and your environment, your house environment. I mean, it is a bit sad. I mean, not sad, but it is very different to imagine like a sex toy as something that is hidden as a taboo in a drawer, rather than, you know, combining it with something that can always be at hand, whether you know it's like a lamp or something that looks like a sculpture, something that becomes actually part of your
the mimetic with
your environment. Because if you think about it, those who make it, they design it only thinking about those few minutes that you're using it.
They use it.
But for 90% of the life of that product is going to be sitting in a fucking drawer. That's sad. Against wasting.
And also like who buy it, like it feels sad because like a vibrator, like a girl buy it. I mean, there is nothing wrong to have a vibrator in their pocket, but they feel like very shame if somebody see it, because for them like they're afraid to get judged or something like that. So should like also design help something that maybe do some mimetic also, like do like, you know, help them, because it's better like when you have something you want to do, but you need to be afraid of the society because it's something wrong. So there is nothing wrong in have some, you know, some exercise.
You know, I think that if you find a way to combine it into something, you know, it could be something from a 3D painting. They look
Right.
cool, but only you know.
They know it's like that. Yes. Let me show you something.
Or you know, I mean,
Like
there is way to
Yeah,
explore
exactly.
that. Can be
And also it's a thing that I think in the next year gonna be more open-minded, because now still people think that if you have a sex toy, especially for girl, if you have like a vibrator or a dildo, you are a sexual maniac or something like that. That is still around.
That's coming less and less, though.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good, but it's a stereotype that you should.
Yeah, it's a bit of a taboo thing.
Yeah.
I want in the sex dolls, like I never use like Siri on my phone. Like I just turned it off, and even on my computer I turn it off. But if you can install like Siri into like your sex doll, or Alexa into your sex doll, you know, hey baby, hey Veronica, can you like, you know,
But this,
what should we eat tonight?
Yeah.
You know, oh hey honey, what do you think about a pizza from Gigolos?
Because Kathy, she was telling us they are already in some dolls. They are installing AI. They can speak back to you and move their
This
mouth
thing
and stuff.
actually
I mean,
made me creep. This thing, because I think like getting inside in an emotional connect with the object. This makes me a little bit scared. You know, like the movie Hair. You know, when
That's
people,
the future.
I mean, it's gonna be like. I honestly gonna be like this. You know.
Wait till they can walk around, greet you at the door.
Yeah.
You know, imagine you can tell them like, you know, that little like schoolgirl dress.
Oh,
you know, you can send them a message. You know.
Yeah.
Or like they can FaceTime you.
Yeah,
you know, hey baby, why don't you put on that schoolgirl dress? And she's like holding some, you know, standing in front of the camera. Okay, honey, I'll go put it on for you, and she can go like change your clothes and dress in the outfit that you want. You know,
that would be quite crazy.
But
or
then
she come home, she has a beer ready for you as soon as you walk in the door.
I like the beer part.
That is the best.
The beer part. Yeah, like
I can marry her at that point.
That's the future, man. It's coming.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, by the way, have you watched the robot AI dog? We saw it.
That thing was hella cool, dude.
Being unboxed, right?
So it's like a dog. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's like a.
No, I missed this.
It's a dog.
You might have seen some videos where these guys with guns and stuff, they are trying to hit him and kick him, and they are doing also these things with robots holding guns, but they don't shoot at the guy, they only shoot at things, so it's very intelligent.
But that's fake video.
No.
Yeah.
It's the same company, man.
No, they that video like the robot gets angry and like kick stuff. And
But
like,
the one that look like a dog with a arm, like
Yes.
for the Boston Dynamics.
yeah, but
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
But
it's
No,
so
but
smart,
the-
the thing.
there is Boston Dynamics. And
Right.
they do make these robots, but then
Right.
another company made like Boston something else, like a fake video where the robots are shooting guns and then gets angry. The guy's like slapping him, and the robot gets like crazy. You know, that's not a real.
fake.
That's fake.
Just like a meme for the
It's
video.
not from the real.
But the dog is being released, real. The guy unboxed
You can
it.
buy the dog. You can buy the dog.
It's crazy.
Yeah. For the shitload of money, you can buy the dog. Check it. Yeah. And you know, like, because like maybe they did this meme video because in the video when they show the dog, they always beat this this like crazy. Make me feel bad for him. Like, and you know, and always stand up and like this. It can carry a lot of like load. You know, there is some people buy like when you go hunting or maybe they go in the forest, like do their own stuff. It can carry a lot of load. Like also because it's designed for military.
That is the scary
It's
part.
so many cool. I mean, you can attach like a.
Then it means you can
a
cover it
gun.
with a lot of silicone.
So what? I get it now. Jesus,
Man,
sorry,
you got
I'm too
me where I
late.
want to arrive.
Jesus Christ!
That's the future. Like I said, man.
That's what we call it doggy style, man.
And that's one thing about the sex toy company that we went to go visit.
Right.
They are looking into
Dogs?
possibly for
I don't
next
know.
year making some sex toy animal products.
Oh.
So you could buy a dog or a pig or something like that.
But that is the idea I gave them.
For the pet or for the
She was
human?
already doing it.
Oh, she was doing it.
In our conversation, you brought it up, and then she's like, "Oh, we've been already thinking about this." And then she brought up the picture of the pig that they made.
But for humans or for like pets?
But it was not a sex toy. They were doing.
Did you see the other part of it? No, we just saw the face.
No, she said this is not meant to be like a sex product, but we want to replicate a real animal.
Right.
But how long does it take to just add a hole in that thing?
Visa.
Right?
I'm sure that,
this is too sick. I cannot touch.
Mom, don't watch this podcast. Turn it off, please.
Yeah, but I really never
if
know.
you have kids listening to our podcast, please send them home. Because the things is getting down a slope. No, but you should see that factory. It's quite amazing.
Yeah, we should organize a
tour.
I told you, we want to shoot the video for Fear Drops in there.
Oh, really?
I didn't tell you yet?
No.
Oh, sorry.
It's live. Surprise!
I had a brainstorming. I was a bit tipsy the other day, but they love the idea. So it's like, fucking do it. And we do even maybe I don't want to reveal now. we have to talk about it with them. I don't want to.
It's really perfect for like.
It's crazy location and it's boom, man.
It's really.
We do even like guitars, or we build them out of silicone and something, and all the process. We go invert it. So in the beginning, I mean, okay, don't talk.
Yeah, there's all the emotion there. All the emotion.
Thing I personally want to do is part of our vlog series that we can do with this factory is next year. I want to do like a 3D scan of Freddy.
Okay.
And then they can take.
So you can fuck him? No.
If I wanted to. Yeah.
Oh. You know, we have a like video call. You know.
Like during the podcast, I'm just like this. And also, Freddy, the other Freddy's head pops up. Back down there. Get back down there. No, but I want to like make a vlog about the whole process. You know, like,
because they can 3D scan real bodies.
So
really? They have to do
yeah.
So that you'd have his body, his penis, his everything.
But you think like they do like custom made? For example, like
they do.
There was some psycho. They take a picture of like his colleagues, and then they say, "Let me do it."
We saw that they had the pictures. They were following the pictures, and there's
like some couples, like some wife wants to like have like a dildo that's like shaped like her husband's penis. You know, so she can fuck herself while he's off on his business trip or something like that.
Otherwise, she get jealous if it's different shape.
You know, or like you can go and like get your like vagina, scanned. And
but even in terms of faces, there is one guy, a sculpturist, that is doing by hand the molds for the molds and follows pictures, man.
Yeah, so he was.
And they are good. The result.
He was really good. Yeah. I mean, I think like some of their. What they think it looks like a girl and what they think it looks like a boy is a little bit off from like an art direction of the factory, because they were showing us like this new face
with two heads. You do also boys, no? It's like, what?
Yeah, we're both looking at this like, no, this is like definitely a boy face, and like just look at this picture, and I'm like, fuck, man, like it doesn't.
For them, it was a girl because the guy copied the photo, but you look at the face, it's not a girl, man.
Yeah, it's definitely a boy.
It's a boy.
You can put a wig on it. You can put whatever the fuck you want.
It looks a boy.
It's still, it's gonna be like a drag girl, you know. So, but what they can do though, like they actually do like really nice like sculpting of the face and the features and the body and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And the cool thing that like.
And they can recycle 100%.
Perfect.
Also
sustainable.
They can
B Corp,
chop down all the silicones and stuff. Of course, according to her, she tells us that the quality is not the same, because of course the silicone poured by the original liquid probably has different consistency or whatever. But if let's say target price is lower, whatever, they can recycle and reuse 100% all the silicone they are chopping up, doing a sludge with it, and they can reuse it to make products. And maybe rather than dolls, they would use it for the sex toys or something else, something require less, I don't know,
I hope they
whatever.
But do you think like in this business, like because about sex toys, like when they knew that it's recyclable and come from the same thing, I think from a marketing like perspective, maybe think, it means that somebody use it, something like that. I think they should work on the marketing.
Like
there
are some parts of the production that comes out wrong or broken. So they can self-recycle their
it's not
waste.
the returner part. Because
I didn't see yet in the trash can.
Because like some company do, like especially also there is some sex toys like years ago, they say they take their sex toy, actually was made with the bioplastic, but then they recycle and make a new one. And people say not very happy. I mean, of course it's gonna be, you know, there is bacteria killing, but you know, for the mind of people, say this thing that you're gonna buy and being in other people's vagina. Maybe more triggered. Yeah, maybe some people are more triggered. Yeah.
I don't think you can get any STD from it.
No, you can't get in. Just be like, you know, like, oh, my sex toy has been, you know,
used by Kanye West.
Used before, you know, that's exciting. I got someone else, you know, playing with me from before.
This is another interesting thing. Like, this is very interesting, like, about products, because like some people, especially now in the mind, we all want something new. Like when you think about like reuse some stuff or like second hand, or like, you know, we want to like create something new. So it's like, it's a mindset then when we want something for us, we pay. I mean, like, if I take like already used, it must be cheap. Actually, not like should be a value, because some people recyclable and or maybe like also second-hand clothes actually should be the same value, you know. But you know, I want new, I want a brand new, just make it. So this is still a mind conception that I mean we all have, and of course, yeah.
But one of the cool things she told us, because like when we were touching some of the dolls,
right,
and they're kind of like cold. You know, they're not like
they finish.
So I asked him, like, can you like put heaters inside them? He said, absolutely. So that they can make your doll feel like human warmth temperature. So like when you're making love, you come home on a cold night, your doll's all nice and toasty. You know, ready for you.
Literally, those dolls are hot.
You know, it's amazing though, like the things that, you know, they can do. And then once you put some of that robotic, you know, Boston Dynamics technology into it,
jeez,
you know, improvement in AI.
No, if they
20 years, man.
No, if the AI get, you know, like, you know, we're gonna be all like the movie Her, all alone prick, love in our, because most of the time people also love ourselves, you know. I mean, love the projection about what they think about the other person. So if they can have an AI that project what they like, no more relation. I think we're gonna, maybe we're gonna like finish this planet like this because we are too selfish, and then we're gonna have a robot, and then no more keyboard. Extinct.
Can we do maybe this is a project we can do together? A set of home furniture made of silicone.
With some hole in the kitchen while you're cooking, you know.
Door handles. They must be soft and comfortable, man. With the discarded production thing.
Oh, did you you have that part here that we got from the factory?
I'm at home.
Oh, you should bring it.
I don't want to show anyone yet.
Really? You keep it a surprise?
I want to then make them guess.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to see if you could figure it out, but next time.
Man, one of the... You know, many years ago, when one of the first times I used Instagram, back on those days, I was not like doing things about like myself, or, you know, now it is very social, it's about projecting your life, but in the beginning it was about like people really using it for photographic projects or whatever. And I started this, I called it cool things in my hands, and this hashtag is still like very few people that use it. And I started here in China doing a photo every week of weird stuff in my hand.
That's cool format, yo.
And there's all these pictures of me having things in my hand and telling what it is and a bit of a story about it. Yeah. So I wanted to do a post with that after, I don't know, 10 years of it. Bring it back, because there's a very interesting thing I found. I think nobody can guess what the fuck that is.
It's amazing.
And I love it. I mean,
that thing is also like the sex toy. I mean, all the other, like, I think in design, if you see one thing, and if you don't know what is this, also it's no logo, nothing, I think it's a bad design. But in sex toys, maybe actually this could be one direction, actually. You know, something that can look like, what is that? I don't know. Maybe
like
some people find it. Yeah. But also this other thing, like everything also can be a sex toys. You know, like there are some tools in our daily life that can, you know.
Yeah, but even think about it. I mean, now we're going. But imagine, the thing is that a sex toy as a single product is targeted directly for other, I don't want to say necessarily one gender, but one person, right? I mean, you're not supposed eventually to share.
Right.
I guess, I don't know.
That's why it's a good market, because like people, when they sell online, they don't have return because they don't have business. Yeah, so it also is a good business for that. Yeah.
But in terms of again, if we go back to sustainability, recycling, circular economy, packaging, thinking that you could sell the thing for like a set where there is the sex toys for a girl and for a boy, and actually the packaging itself can be containing the sex toy for the girl, but it's the sex toy for the man, and then it's all wrapped up into, one thing inside the other.
Is the other? Okay, yeah, like kind of sex materials car,
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. And also it's more, you feel like actually you give to your girlfriend or your boyfriend as a gift, and more like, Yeah. Future.
Future's bright.
we have most of the times we have a guest, we come up with something. I don't know whether it's more crazy or more stupid, but something that at the end we will make it happen. I know. So far, it always ended up about names and things for T-shirts, but now we are getting into products as well. Actually, we should discuss about one limited edition T-shirt that we should do on this topic, on this purpose. You creative person.
It's
what
good
should be?
Like
let's brainstorm about it.
But like a T-shirt about like
a T-shirt that would represent this podcast.
Yeah, we want to do. We decide now that after every podcast we want to do a limited edition T-shirt.
Okay. Now there is 3 topic here. I give you 3 T-shirt. Okay, just then you choose. Okay, one is about recycle. Okay, and then you can do with very cool recyclable materials, something like this. Maybe you can use a T-shirt with some strap. They can become long or short. Like have double T-shirt. Just with some.
Very complicated. We were thinking about more.
Just
like
if you use like recyclable things, so. It's because usually it's promotional gift.
I have a brilliant idea. We take your T-shirt and we print on it.
Can use this one.
That's how we
and
do
no
it.
wash it.
Super limited edition. Yes.
No wash it. Yeah. Because like promotional gift should be short, the thing. So why use like something like recycled line. And then there's another one. It's about sex toy T-shirt.
Exactly.
It should be okay. Like how much is your budget? Depending like the thing that we attach.
I can think even simply about like let's start from a simple point of view. If we were to do a graphic to print into a T-shirt, and
so imagine taking like my black T-shirt. You have 1 or 2 colors that you're gonna silk screen, and that would be like you put a design on the shirt.
Okay, if you want something like for you based on this podcast, just do the aluminum reflective with your, that is your outline of your face and your outline of your face, your outline with, the reflective printing. So you reflect, and then it's a podcast, is you that reflect the guest as the interview one. I mean, it's very cheap, right? Just do, the outline.
I had another idea. We take the face of Sherry and we make a hole in the mouth.
Underwear. Reusable underwear.
Or on the nose, according to you use it from the front or from the back.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember also we came up with Edo and with Umbe, but it's all recorded, so I will go through it. We will start making these limited edition custom T-shirts in 100 pieces each time.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, it's also a funny way to like keep the
creative
process and then the outcome.
You don't have to do like 100, even just like, especially while we're starting out, you just do like 20 shirts. 50 shirts.
I was wondering, there is one thing that I might like about it. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, but when they are 100, then you are kind of buying 100% of that creativity. Sorry, 1% of the creativity. So it's like 1 out of 100, and then if you do 20, what is it? Like 120 is, or we can be 60. You buy according to how many minutes.
I think the number for this particular podcast would be like 69 limited edition shirts.
69. Yes.
60, yeah.
The first 31. We produce them, we do the test, and then we recycle them into the 69. We do the test, and we check. We decide all the graphics. We recycle the first 31 for making the next 69.
Good, yeah. No sample waste. Exactly.
Brilliant, man.
Good, yeah.
I mean, you're doing all these recyclable design things and stuff.
So can you hashtag of this like sustainable and sex design? So could be trying to combine together.
By the way, I already had the idea that you will be a teacher when we have Kathy here. It's like one day at the factory. Yeah. That must be factory, F-U-C-K.
Factory, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that should just be a shirt, the factory, and then some cool like building that's like integrated with like sex dolls, like as a cool design. Yeah. I'd wear that shirt.
Oh. What do you think about China and sex? Like you think like like public, because I see like some new like in Europe we have like, it's weird, like especially also on Instagram, also around, like if you take a picture like of a naked body, but you can just need to cover your down part and then just the nipple. I mean, you can show the breast, but you cannot show the nipples.
Right.
This is so weird. I mean, like project the sexual image.
So let's go. I mean, just go back. Like, it's weird that a man can go around topless with this.
Right, it's the same. It's same. Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah, but a woman
cannot. Yeah.
I just think like it doesn't matter which country, if it's China or any of this.
Yeah.
I think it's like I don't know, man. It's going back to like men. I think being possessive of their women.
Yeah.
To, like,
I think same
them,
shit. Yeah.
You know?
Also something about maternity. Maternity stuff, and because I think also women, we have this kind of issues about maternity things.
And our lustful brain, like, oh, you're looking at my wife's titties.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. There's also this big. I think around the world there is this big. Let's say different of opinion about whether it is rude or normal or common or unexpected. Seeing a woman breastfeeding,
right?
I don't think there's nothing.
I see
it's
something so beautiful.
Super normal. It's a very beautiful gesture.
No, beside the
I'm very open.
But
to
also the scene is about feed like a human being. We all did that. I mean, some people get raised with just that. But it's so beautiful. The scene, is really like make a creature alive. Is it the sense of humanity? And people they get some,
It's weird about it.
Yeah. Let's make an Instagram account.
Let's make a bar where you say open to breastfeeding. Instead of no dogs allowed. What is wrong about it?
This is the shirt. This is the
perfect shirt. Yeah. You hold him and then he feeds.
It's so beautiful. A silicone sex doll with a silicone baby breastfeeding. That's the shirt. And then the words, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. This sound.
Yes.
What else could we do out of silicone?
Oh, there's so many options. I mean, to be honest, man, I really didn't expect the podcast to go in this direction with you. Now I really can see deeper into your soul and the character and the person that you are based on this experience today. So it's nice when I got to know you a little bit better.
Just follow the wave, It's still design, You need to, if you are like close-minded and think,
But it's been a brainstorming session, actually.
Yeah, there's a lot of creative ideas, someone can take out of here.
It's not good or bad. It's our job, push the boundaries of the creativity. I mean, if you think we stereotype, we never, improve things,
So I imagine like you can go home tonight, you're gonna be like busting out your paper and you sharpen your pencil. Be like, oh fuck, sex dolls, recycle.
3D. Yeah, really.
And then you're gonna show it to your board meeting on Tuesday.
Yeah. Super dress up, you know.
Yeah, and the suit. Mm-hmm.
Next slide, please.
We have then yet another project to add on our list.
Ongoing list of
products and custom-made things. But we got the T-shirt at least. That's something we should.
Yeah, we definitely have to start doing the T-shirts.
Yes.
Nice.
We can do once a month.
A limited edition, 100 shirts.
Yeah.
Once they're gone forever.
They're gone forever. Yeah.
Based on every podcast. So now we have to make in order to do like the shirts in a good way, because we have like the good relationship with the sex toy factory. We have a good relationship with the vinyl record factory. Now we got to find a T-shirt factory.
We have it. Well.
No, that we have I don't have it. Maybe you have it, but like.
The one we made the test, we can talk to them.
Yeah, but more of like friends. You know, like kind of like friends level. They're willing to like help you out because they know like it's gonna be beneficial for them.
Right.
But like, when I say like a vinyl record, it means like the music.
Like this record player right behind us.
Super cool. How is the business in China? Is popular like vinyl collecting?
I think it's becoming more popular. Yeah.
Because in Europe it's crazy now.
I think it's coming back, and this one is also having a Bluetooth. So
you can use as a speaker.
The speaker is incorporated.
It's quite cool. Yeah.
Playing vinyls.
Yeah, I think it's you can have the old, you can have the new.
Yeah.
You know, it's all mixed together.
Right, of course.
You know?
But I mean, the ritual of listen music on a vinyl player is then instead like push play. You know, you see this thing voting, you create the atmosphere.
Also, you know,
is another way to listen.
I have it maybe since a month or less. Putting the vinyl records, the fact that every maybe 20-30 minutes you stand up one moment to go there and turn it around, it makes you like move instead of being sitting in front of the computer all the time. You know, I don't mind it. It's nice.
Yeah, and I think like with this kind of product, as opposed to just like a Bluetooth speaker sound system, it's like I don't know. When you can like interact with it, you develop a more personal experience with it. You know, it's more.
You want to design one?
Yeah, see, yeah. I mean,
because the guy told me if you have a cool idea, we make it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's interesting project, but I don't know what. I mean, besides because what I saw about this kind of product, they just tried this old technology. They just had the Bluetooth things, but. Beside that, they don't. They try to be more compact as possible. They try to do modern look. So
I think it's more about. I've seen some vertical ones or materials, thing. I mean,
yeah, I'm very fascinated. Like the one that Sony did in the 80s, actually was quite revolutionary. They have just the body, you just the compact body can stand, and you just clip it vinyl, so you can put on the wall, and also you can put in the center of the room. Was quite revolutionary. Was kind of the Walkman, but with the vinyl record. It was quite
without
cool.
electricity.
No. They have a cable. Yeah. But now you can do. I like the feeling, like the magic of suspension of this kind of thing. I mean,
but still, they needed the needle.
Yeah. But the needle was in the body. Was in the body with the recorder like this. Yeah.
Well, they have like those like magnet systems where like you can like they kind of float.
Yeah. Also the floating one wanted like actually.
So imagine you can make like a record that goes on top of a magnet that's being floated by another magnet that's on the base. So your record's like floating with like the needle spinning. So it would just be like
this thing actually,
crazy.
like this, like actually it's funny because this is the idea I have, like it's very similar when I was at university for my thesis. I study vinyl record because I buy, it's a kind of like mini buggy machine with a reader that you put on the vinyl, and then this machine go around and play the music. Was a super popular gadget in 2005, something like that. So I said, let's study. So I started also the floating, the magnet. Then you move around. Yeah, it's cool.
So the vinyl, you put it on the table.
Put on the table, and then there is like this vinyl machine that they have some kind of needle that they follow the track with the music player. I don't know the English name.
No.
Yeah, and then it go around. Yeah, it's popular. A few things like vinyl record, a mini buggy, like Volkswagen mini buggy, and then it's quite popular. But the problem, I buy, I take one body, 1, 2, after like 2-3 months, you can feel like so big scratch on that.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
on the vinyl.
Yeah, but this kind of stuff I would like to work like, you know, do more like, maybe you can just, you know, put on the wall and you put this ball and this ball play, you know, something like ethereal way to play, you know. Because sometimes like you collect vinyl, you know, sometimes, you know, like some people, they have vinyl, but at the same time they just download for Spotify because they don't want to ruin the vinyl. So it's like.
Yeah, I think there's like, for me, like even like with my PlayStation, like PlayStation 5 came out and it has like the digital version and the disc version. So the digital version,
the one you don't download, you basically without the CD.
You just download it, yeah.
Right.
But I'd rather have the disc version.
Right.
Know, so I have all the games and the game boxes.
Right.
You know, like I miss like when you used to buy like
VHS,
like, or even it's like a tape.
Right.
You open it, you have the tape, and you open up the tape art, and you can get all the lyrics.
Right.
Sometimes the artist would do like creative stuff with it.
Yeah. The graphics,
lyrics,
yeah.
But they write a poem or something different, you know, like.
It's good, yeah, because it's like introduction of another type of art. So it's good. Like sometimes we listen stuff, we just receive the message. It's just like we start a meal with our appetizer, you know. You know, this kind of physical format actually prepare you in one point of way to what you're gonna listen, what you're gonna watch. You know, when you feel like this is gonna disappear. Now it's all digital. Boom, boom.
Yeah,
so it's like,
I missed that. Like,
you miss,
know,
yeah.
They used to do it with CDs even. Like you'd pull out the CDs and you know like the booklet.
The booklet, yeah.
You know, sometimes it was like pictures of their latest tour or
right.
You know, random stuff that they wrote.
Right.
You know, so I much rather have the. You know, going back to what I was saying with the PlayStation, I'd much rather have like the game boxes and put them up in my bookshelf, like and look at them.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, another idea I had. Now, when is gonna be 1 year time from our first podcast? We do the end of season 1, and we make a vinyl with all the. No, it's too long. We cannot.
Well, it'd be too long.
Yeah. A VHS, you know, you need to buy.
I think we can like. I think we could like pick our.
The best, like a medley, a best selection. Whatever.
Yeah, we can just edit. We can edit down like all the podcasts with like little bits, pieces of here, little pieces of there, and then like was it like 30 minutes on the side of a vinyl?
I need to count because it's 33 rounds per minute, so it's about 33 minutes probably.
Well,
no more than 35. I guess.
The thing to do is like with the 1 year anniversary of the podcast, you also have the limited edition vinyl player that we designed that comes with the podcast.
Right.
You know,
right?
And like it's like a box set, and you get like the.
Nice.
So we should go talk to the factory boss about that.
And of course, the sex toys.
Everything on this conversation is not included.
And then the center we make it in silicone with a bigger hole.
Yeah.
Or it could be like a.
The cover actually is made of silicone.
That would be crazy.
Silicone cover with bigger hole.
Yeah. Different hole, different sides.
Or do you even like the record has two. The case has two spots for records. One's like the real record. One's a silicone record. Like, and then we can like write with this like in the silicone itself, like some words about like the podcast experience and who's on it and stuff like that. You know, but it's just like a little floppy fucking silicone record. You know, but like everything's imprinted, so like write some words, but that's part of the mold. You know, so it's not like printed on the silicone. So it's
it can be a little bit 3D, like these little dots of the nipples.
Mm-hmm.
But then the thing sticks out, like.
That's cool, like a shirt with the
So it looks like a tit.
a silicone t-shirt with the nipples.
Oh,
It's
fuck,
good.
dude.
It's sick. It's good.
I like it.
There was a nice diversion. Hope the audience will
don't steal our ideas.
Not blame us and not steal our.
Yeah, this
ideas.
you should not put. Otherwise, It's a billionaire idea.
We actually by recording this, we also kind of claiming it. So
it's not really.
Yeah, this doesn't count in court, I think.
Yeah.
I say on a postcard, you can show
15 years ago, I talked about this recycling bin in your home on my podcast. You know, I get some royalties for this product.
Well, let's see. I mean, just
Let's go.
make things happen. We have the context for. So let's.
Hey, it's got to make it happen. It's got to do it, not just talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Gotta do it. Gotta
make it happen.
That's the first step. We talk about it, brainstorming. Then we're gonna meet.
Yeah, sure. And that's a good thing about Shenzhen. You can make stuff.
It's
so easy.
It's a land of possibilities.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
just from idea I make is so short.
In 3 weeks,
But this is
Yeah.
one of the beautiful things about Shenzhen.
Yeah,
because here you meet
that's why I moved here.
people
Actually,
randomly and stuff, and then the day after you can be sitting with them doing shit.
Right. And everybody
that's
willing to
crazy. Like,
explore.
it's-
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I fell in love with the city. Is you know, it's like whatever you want to do, it's possible here.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't, like, to be honest, like I don't understand people who have been living here for like 10 years or 15 years, you know, even 5 years, whatever, who aren't fucking, or who are like stuck in a rut about like, oh, this place sucks, you know, I can't get anything done, you know, everything's down. Like, man, like there's so much.
Where have you been?
This is the city that, out of the one city in the entire world, where if you hustle and you grind and you have an idea and you work hard for
You can make it happen. Yeah.
you can make it happen here. It may not be like successful, it may not be like raining in dough or something, but
Yeah, but at least you keep
least you're on
yourself
that
busy.
path,
Yeah,
you
sure.
know?
Actually, I have the opposite problem. I think my problem here is more like it's too many
things you can
too
do.
many things, and you probably like choose one. Too many opportunities. Too many. It's because it's become okay. It's not easy, but it's simple. You know, try to have an idea and try to make a plan. But which one? Because every day, pop. I see like you are creative people, you know. See every day, pop. I mean, you become obsessed after a while, you know. This is like in the thing of making. It's too easy to making stuff here. Yeah.
Well, there's a
Is it
crazy,
good?
like my first time here in, I wouldn't say my first time. It was like 2005. But this particular story took place in Hong Kong. Okay, and I had a buddy who lived in Hong Kong for many years, and he took me around to like Wan Chai, to all the little crazy bars and stuff out there. And we went to this one bar, and it was like packed full of girls. My friend knew like a bunch of the girls that were there, and there was this one guy sitting by himself, all alone at the bar, and I just went to the bar. We started talking, and we're like, "What do you do? What do you do?" You know, the typical like small talk bullshit. And he told me like, I got this opportunity like 8 months ago. Or I'm a toy designer. I design toys, and I got like the biggest opportunity of my life. You know, the company believed in my product. They put money behind it. And sent me over here to Asia to produce it. But then I found this place, which is like the
Wan Chai Filipino
bar.
place.
Yeah, and I just totally got sucked in. And I haven't answered my emails and taken phone calls in 3 weeks. And I just like fucking just wasted like the best opportunity of my entire life. I'm like 35 years old, and here I am just fucking drinking until someday I'm gonna be run out of money and fucking no place to go, and I'm gonna probably just go back home. So like it's like going back to what I was saying before, like how you can live here for so long and not like accomplish something, or do something. Like you just something.
Yeah, it's not the right place to stay.
It's not the right.
To stay in this mood. Exactly. Yeah.
But it is not for everyone. This is for sure.
No, it's not.
You need to be open-minded, flexible, expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
And even after
change mindset every minute.
They still surprise me with weird stuff.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Just you seem like a strong mind, to stay focused on what you want. If you have a strong mind to stay focused on what you want to accomplish, because there's a lot of distractions here, you can get shit done here, and that's why I think Shenzhen is the best place for building opportunity. In the world. Just like I go back to the US, there's a lot of cool shit happening, but there's no city in the US that's growing and expanding and evolving like the city.
But I think nowhere in the world.
Nowhere in the world.
Nowhere in the
Shenzhen.
world.
I mean,
especially in this time, this historic time that we are, like everything is the only.
Where every single building in the areas has LED lights with synchronized light shows. with drones like flying around, making crazy
like the
shapes.
The cyberpunk
in the
future, when I posted video on Facebook, this is the future. Future city.
It's cyberpunk.
I mean, I go back home in Italy at midnight. They turn off the street lights. I fucking see where I'm
fucking
walking.
like middle age.
Yeah, like I didn't go home in like 8 years, like when I first moved here, and like everything is exactly the same. Same rock that's on the fucking road is still there, But like you blink and my neighborhood changed overnight, I got a new shopping mall, new metro line behind me.
But in
new
fact,
sky rise in my backyard.
I was discussing this before. Like, I think that the generation of people that are born in Shenzhen, growing up in such an environment, when they are born here and they experience this as normality, on one side, they would feel like everything is possible. They will kick asses. Like, I mean, you see the fucking city growing in 1 month. It's already different and everything can happen. At the same time, anywhere else you would go in the world, it would be boring, like too slow.
They get bored.
But the generation born in Shenzhen, the one that are on their 20s or 30s now, especially as creative or whatever business makers people, is gonna be kick-ass.
It's true, but like on the other side, I think also this missing of stability maybe can create some issues, especially like people like, there is no stabilized, always looping, and also getting the mentality, make money, make business like this. It's good, but like it's consuming, I think we are lucky in a certain way that, I know when I also go back to Florence, everything don't change. But go back there and find like kind of your roots. It kind of like put you like with the feet on the ground, and a little bit like make you think like what I'm doing, because sometimes like maybe it's just personal thinking. Here, like I'm a loop like doing stuff. Sometimes I need to stay very focused, otherwise I get too much in the vibe and I
but I was thinking more like from the perspective, like for example, if I'm back in my hometown, I almost know everyone, even though I'm not living there since 15 years or whatever, and I know everyone. You grow up to school, and you know if you need something, I know who to go to. You grew up in school in Shenzhen. You spend your first 20 years in Shenzhen. Most of your friends are the son of someone doing something. I mean, suddenly your network of you growing up in Shenzhen, school in Shenzhen, with all the kids of guys having the factory, the guys doing it. You know that from one day to another, you know who to call, and the day after you're doing something.
But also I think there's another side of it, like going on what you said, like you grow up with you see the city blossoming and like growing, and you as a young designer, like there's more things possible in what you can do with your life, as opposed to like when you see like the tallest skyscrapers are being built right in your backyard, and the coolest, most sophisticated metro trains are being grown here, and the coolest light, displays are being, grown here. But as opposed to like someone I went to high school with, in my hometown, who saw nothing change in his whole entire life, and he's still living there doing the same thing at the same bar, same fucking, place.
Yeah, it's not an environment that push you to open your mind.
And the kids are growing up there, like, they see nothing like evolving, It's like, 5 years, you go through high school in Shenzhen, in 5 years, the whole cityscape, has evolved,
and change also,
and become more cool with these new buildings and architects and cool creative spaces and all kinds of crazy shit. But LA hasn't changed since I grew up there. I mean, a little bit.
There's some new museums and buildings.
There's some neighborhoods that used to be shit are now like cool. There's some bars and cafes moved there, but besides that, like.
It's crazy. It's crazy fast, and do it really good. I mean, they really do fast and good now. The thing I miss, the thing like, sometimes like also how we see Shenzhen. I mean, just 4 years, we see the change. We see like this 4 years. One thing I miss, like the local Shenzhen. Maybe this is an Italian thing. Like for example, like there are some like all the restaurants. Yeah. But it's beautiful. Like because they have a lot of memory. Yeah, it's gonna change. But this is how the city. I mean, we live here. We accept this. This is actually the beauty of these things. But sometimes I think like this all change. I mean, Shenzhen, like if you go like Florence, like this, the dome is fucking 100,000. That is the like Shenzhen. Maybe the characteristic that is the changing. I don't know, or like some I don't know. Yeah.
We're crazy. We need to cope with it. I guess we're still gonna be spending some years over here.
We're gonna change as well.
Especially after we put up this silicone project. And we will call it Silly One. The Silly One Silicone.
Oppure silicone.
Silicone. Il cono stupido. The silicone. Perfect. Silicone. Okay, we have the brand. Silicone is going to be another t-shirt.
Good.
Be ready to get this limited edition t-shirt very soon somewhere. There's going to be, I don't know, some links, some whatever, as soon as possible because we're going to make
shipping worldwide.
Shipping worldwide. Welcome to the podcast. And I guess we call it a day. We had enough idea now on the table to be working like crazy until the next one. So thanks, Edo, for the patience.
Thank you, guys. It was amazing. Thank you.
Interesting episode.
For all of us listening, if you've been so patient to come all the way here without giving us a red card, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. We will be back soon with yet another interesting guest and story. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Edo, Shady, as usual.
Thanks, guys.
Out.
Pineapple pizza. Freddie likes it. Don't forget that Italian crew.
Durian.
Erase his passport.
Durian.
We're out, guys. See you on the next one.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.